I'm in London and I've had an amazing time doing some great sketching. And the reason for that is London is amazing for inspiration. As you can see, there's this super cool hotel that I'm in. There's pictures like this everywhere. There's a woman holding a disco ball above the toilet in the bathroom. There's men in sort of glitter masks, not wandering around, but sort of painted up on the walls as you walk through the hotel. And then when you head out to the streets, you're in one of the world cities, one of the greatest places to get some inspiration for a sketch. I like to go and sit down and just take it all in. Find myself a busy spot. I love sitting near the British Museum, or I go down to the middle of Aldwych down near Fleet Street where there's people working. But my favourite place is to go to Chinatown. It is so busy, especially now at school holidays. So you've got all walks of life there. You've got the locals coming in to see a West End show. You've got complete travellers wandering around, baffled and bedazzled by everything that they can see. The lanterns in the sky, the smell of the dumplings everywhere you go. I like to sit down and take it all in. Sometimes I sketch on the street, or sometimes I take that inspiration back into the hotel room, bunker down, and just start to draw. And so that's what I've done. I've been in Chinatown, wandering the streets. They have these beautiful, well, I don't know if you call them beautiful. Actually, a lot of people would call them extremely tatty, because they are. They're the souvenir shops of Chinatown, but I love them. I often sit there and gawk at them and go through and have a look at all the little trinkets you can buy for £1 or £2. You can get a mock Cinnabar belt loop, or the cat, the lucky cat with its paw going up and down. Super inspiring. They always have brocade pajamas and the paintings, the scroll paintings, but sort of super colourful because they want to sell it to the masses. Great place to find some inspiration. And then you've got the people wandering around. So there'll be the super cool people just coming down from Soho, working in their PR jobs, wandering through wearing the most beautiful clothes, but then maybe they've got a bag for life instead of a Birkin, or they've got the most beautiful sunglasses and then their boyfriend's t-shirt with holes in it. This is London. This is the eclectic epicenter of fashion for the world, and it's an amazing place to do some drawing. I often start drawing a face with the hair. It's either the side of the face or I start with the hair. And in this case, because I'm sketching a person in a certain place, the hair can drive it. I know that I'm drawing someone sort of out on the town during the day, not during the night, so it's going to be floppy and lovely. You know, that hair that you just use hairspray in a really big tooth comb and just back brush it a little bit to get that surfy look. I think that is the London look. It's great though, it gets you your geography of the face. I've framed it by putting in the front strands of hair, the locks as they come down. This is how I know to draw it. I know that when they come in and almost meet, that's where the chin's going to go, and it frames the face for me. And then it's just a simple face, light features. Obviously you've got to have a lovely heavy brow, and then no makeup or anything. She's got big lashes, but that's about it. And then I take the brush, turn it onto its side and do the shading. I've done her hair. You see it's It's floppy, it's lovely. She's out, she's going for a coffee, she's getting the dry cleaning maybe, getting some bread and then heading back before she gets dressed to go out. She's just out and about, running her errands on a Saturday morning. And so she's got the boyfriend t-shirt on, as big as you like that t-shirt is, hanging loose around her neck. You can see this is what I think of. I used to live in this area. I used to live a couple of blocks from Chinatown in Soho, and when you saw the girls, the cool girls running about town, this is what they were wearing. I often start quite big on the page, get in there for the details, and then I zoom back. Great thing about using Procreate and iPad, all that technology, is that then you can rescale once you put in the details of the face. Really, if you're illustrating, the face should be the last thing you put in, because it tends to make that part of the drawing extremely big. And then you come in with the body and there's less detail, and so you have these big heads with small bodies. But with this, I can rescale and then recenter myself, I suppose you'd call it. Reassess the scale of the illustration. Loads of bangles, jangling down the street. You can hear her coming from a mile away. She's a little bit boho as well. And she's got these boyfriend jeans on, turned up at the hem with a sort of paper bag roll. I love doing this. You've got like, these are inspired by, say, Roger Viver shoes from the 50s. He worked with Christian Dior, and so the shoes were as fantastic as those massive dresses in the late 40s and the 50s. Little embroidered flowers all over them, lace, and it's all hand painted and hand sewn. And imagine you've got these slouchy jeans, a sort of ripped t-shirt, and then you've got these stunning shoes that are £2,000 for a pair, and she's just running down the street to get some croissants with that. I think there's something quite glamorous about that, really. Bit Alexa Chung, more probably Notting Hill and Up Candle these days, probably out in the east. But this is, I've certainly seen these girls jump out of a black car and dash into a recording studio around the West End. And then this bag was inspired by Chinatown. I saw a lady walking around. She had a little purse made of Chinese brocade, just like the ones that were in the shop, in the pajama form. But she had like a little purse, you know, like a clutch, made out of the Chinese brocade. And this is what inspired this. This is me attempting the double happiness symbol. Not very well, but then I don't write Chinese. I don't really know how to write the script, but from memory, I don't think this is this bad. Although I will do that again because I think that's a bit wrong. Apologies to any people out there who do write Chinese. Obviously, the stroke order is off. There are no strokes. But I do love this symbol. I think it's fantastic. It is absolutely beautiful. And when you're in Chinatown, you see it everywhere. It is everywhere. And then of course, the embroidered medallion on that brocade with the dragon and the clouds rolling around, scrolling around it, sometimes bats. This is what I think of. And this is a sketch, so I'm not colouring it in, but imagine this in vermilion or the reddest scarlet you've ever seen, or that imperial blue with the gold stitches. It's just shiny and everything. Right next to her denim jeans, she's got this super shiny satin bag. I think that is chic as anything. Bit of detail. For me, this tells me these are jeans. So when I look back at them, I'm like, oh, they're a pair of jeans. Like, you know, the double seam down the side. And it's the day, and she's cool, so she's got to have her sunglasses on. There you go.